Welcome to another episode of Selling on Giants. I'm your host, 𝗁𝘂𝗄𝐻, and today I'm excited to talk to you guys about Prime Day 2024. We are going to dive into everything you need to know in order to be prepared and to dominate this tentpole event on Amazon for e-commerce marketplace sellers who are looking to make some money online. With me today, I have Manuela Castano. She is a strategist with a company called Bellavix. Bellavix is a marketplace management company, and they specialize in helping brands scale on marketplaces like Amazon, Walmart, and Target. And today she's here to discuss her insights and experiences with Prime Day and some things you could do in order to prepare. This is a really great detailed conversation. And Manuela also shared with us a guide that she's sharing with her sellers as she helps them prepare for Prime Day 2024. So let's jump in. Manuela, could you start by giving us an overview of how Amazon Prime Day has evolved since its inception and its current impact on e-commerce?
Yeah, absolutely. So Amazon Prime Day is a huge sales event. It has become more popular, even more popular than Black Friday and Cyber Monday since it began in 2015. And it takes normally place in mid-July. It has, I believe, 18 available countries, so it's very huge. It includes major marketplaces like UK, US, Australia, Germany, among many others. And 2023, it sold almost $13 billion. It's
Wow.
expected to set new records in 2024. So it's obviously huge. And even though it's only for Prime members, it's an excellent opportunity for sellers to boost their businesses on the platform.
That's beautiful. It is crazy how big that event is and how much it's grown since 2015. But, interesting history. I kind of want to push it towards now how sellers can think about this event, this large event that's going to be driving demand to the platform. So from a strategic preparation standpoint, you have in your guide on preparing for Prime Day 2024, you discuss a three-phase strategy for Amazon Prime Day, a lead up, a Prime Day, and then a lead out. Could you elaborate a bit on the specific actions brands should take during these phases to maximize their success and define these phases for those who may not be familiar with it?
Yes, absolutely. So this is the strategy we use, and it's the one that is proven works, and it makes the most out of Prime Day. So normally it's divided in three stages. The lead up, where you should be creating buzz and anticipation. You can share maybe some teaser deals on your social media platforms, and you will be engaging with your audiences of Amazon. Then during Prime Day, you just need to make sure that all your best-selling items are sufficiently stocked and that you are offering compelling lightning deals or limited time offers just to create a sense of urgency among the shoppers. And lastly, the lead out stage, where you want to keep engaging with the new customers you acquired during Prime Day just to foster long-term relationships. So it's important to remember that Prime Day, it's not just about making immediate sales, but it also represents a good opportunity to engage and interact with new shoppers, expand your business beyond Amazon, and you should be using this time to promote your brand across all your sales channels.
Beautiful. It sounds like it's Amazon's time to shine, and I love your breakdown. So in the beginning, our lead up, it sounds like we're building awareness, and then on Prime Day, we're participating, which sounds really important, and we're getting those new leads, and then the follow-up is we're re-engaging, and we're trying to turn those customers into new customers, and new customers re-engaging them for future purchases. So it's really it sounds like a really full funnel, well thought out strategy. And inside your guide, you mentioned the importance of optimizing product listings for visibility and sales. What are some key tactics sellers can use to ensure their products stand out during this hectic Prime Day sale?
Yeah. To optimize your listings on Amazon, you should start by crafting concise and compelling titles. You need to incorporate your primary keywords, your product type, your brand name. You should stay within the 200 character limit. And also you need to enhance product descriptions and bullet points with your secondary keywords just to make the product more relevant. Also, you can take advantage of the backend keywords just to give a little bit of boost and visibility to the listings. It's super important to use high quality images and videos. And not only that, but also take advantage of the alt text for better accessibility and search engine optimization. It's also important to price competitively your products so you can be leveraging tools like automate pricing or business quantity discounts. And last but not least, we really like to dress the store up for Prime Day. So you can create your own version of Prime Day store where you just highlight your best deals and best selling products just for increased visibility during the event.
Beautiful. That is a lot of listing preparation. So everything from your keywords to the images around the keywords and even your storefront. Do you have a specific focus that you think has a larger impact than some of the others? So if you can only focus on so many things, where would you put your energy for a small seller, for example?
You want to make sure that you're competitive with pricing because that's going to move the needle during the day. You will see there are tons of hundreds of products trying to compete and gain the first spots on the search results, and price and reviews and images are very important in order for you to get those sales and get that traffic.
Beautiful, beautiful. So on that note, obviously it's hard to sell products if you don't have products available. So I'd love to talk a bit about inventory management. So inventory management obviously seems crucial for Prime Day success. What strategies do you recommend for balancing the risk of overstocking and stockouts, especially during these high demand periods?
Yeah, that's super important. Sellers need to carefully handle their inventory, and obviously that involves finding that right balance between not having too much stock, but not running out of stock. And you can do that by just planning ahead, adhering to the deadlines for submitting lightning deals, for fulfillment center shipments, for prioritizing, like you need to prioritize your stock, for best-selling items. You also need to track storage limits and your inventory scores. You can also request capacity increases when necessary, and you just need to closely monitor your sales volume and supplier communication.
Beautiful. It sounds like quite the balancing act between not only sending the right amount of inventory over, but making sure that it's being checked in properly and that you have the proper amount of inventory allocated towards promotions and advertising and everything else you might be running during this event. And it kind of leads into my next question. So advertisements and promotion. So leveraging Amazon's advertising tools is a key point to your guide that you've provided. How should sellers adjust their advertising strategies specifically for Prime Day to ensure they maximum reach and conversions during this high demand period?
So it's highly recommended to use a combination of all the campaign types. So we normally use a sponsor product ads, display ads, and a sponsor brand ads. You should focus on your high performing keywords, and products, and consider reducing bids on those less competitive keywords just to allocate your budget more efficiently. If you want to stay competitive, you should increase your bids to improve your ad placement. And we normally aim for a 200% increase in daily campaign spending. That's like what we normally like. And finally, we think this is super important. You can use the lead out phase just to reconnect with your new customers. You can use retargeting campaigns, display ads, and sponsor brand ads just to retarget that traffic that increased during the event.
Beautiful. Sounds like there's lots of things to consider between the different advertising campaigns and methodologies on top of promotional strategies. To wrap this up, do you have any final thoughts or any other considerations that maybe I didn't touch on that a seller may find helpful as they're preparing for Prime Day this year?
Yeah, I'm sure. The biggest recommendation is like for sellers is just to stay informed about the industry trends, and they need to adapt their strategies accordingly. Amazon is always changing, and we are expecting Prime Day to become even more bigger in the future. So just stay informed, invest in inventory management systems, and focus a lot on data and analytics for insight-driven decision making.
Sage advice, sage advice. Well, Manuela, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us, creating this guide for all the sellers, and taking your time today to bestow some knowledge upon us. So we appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in to Selling on Giants. That was a great episode with Manuela. Her feedback on just preparing inventory, advertising, how to use different promotions. There was just so much in our 5 to 10 minute conversation. It's a lot to unpack. She has been gracious enough to give us a copy of her guide. So if you like what you heard from Manuela, definitely download the guide. It's in the show notes. Outside of that, if you found this episode super helpful, please follow or subscribe to us wherever you get your podcast. And if you can, leave us a review, some feedback. It's how we're going to improve the show and the content on this show. Also, it's how we're going to land better guests. Outside of that, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Stay classy.